Daniel Jones wins Comeback Player of the Year. Daniel Jones is currently 5th in Comeback Player of the Year odds. And, hold on one second. Let me pull it up. I want to make sure I have it all right. BetMGM has him at 5th. Oh, wait, no. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5th. The only two other players I could see Daniel Jones really going up against here in this Comeback Player of the Year race is Dak Prescott and Christian McCaffrey. Trevor Lawrence is ahead of him, and everyone else behind him. I mean, you have J.J. McCarthy. I don't think so. Nick Chubb. I don't think so. Crosby, probably not. Tua, we just saw this season that he had. Debo, Stephon. I mean, you have Cooper Kupp. Or not Ayuk, but Ayuk isn't going to even. Nah. So I really Darren Waller's on there. I'm shocked that he's on there, but yeah, the real competition Daniel Jones has in this race for Comeback Player of the Year is Dak Prescott, Christian McCaffrey, and maybe if Trevor Lawrence has a good season, he's in there too. But Daniel Jones has proven all the haters wrong already, and I've told you, and I've been told by a couple of my friends, it's just that once I went back and rewatched every single game of Daniel Jones. Before I did that, I'm like, okay, let's bring in Daniel Jones and let's see what he's got. Literally a week later, the Colts signed Daniel Jones, and then I say, okay, I'm going to do some legit homework on this guy, and I am going to get my own feeling and my own idea for what Daniel Jones is. Like, I've rewatched every game in the NFL the last couple of years. I've seen Daniel Jones play. I haven't really went back and, sometimes when I'm rewatching everything, I'm not super, super detailed. I'm just trying to get a good idea of what's going on in the game, what team is good here and there. But I went back and I rewatched every single game Daniel Jones played. With the Giants, a little bit with the Vikings, a little bit, some preseason, a little bit of college. Daniel Jones is a dog. Daniel Jones is a damn good quarterback. I told you guys that all offseason. I told you guys that since the Colts since the Colts signed him. I don't even know if I made a video before he was signed, but I wish I had if I didn't. I don't think I did because literally a week later I was making posts, sign Daniel Jones. He would beat out AR, and even if he didn't beat out AR in this insane world, it would at least push AR to be better and give him a good competition. But Jones ends up winning as I expected him to. And from the games that I watched, he had almost no help. But from what I've seen, going back, rewatching every game and really being as detailed as possible and really just breaking down everything, Daniel Jones is a very capable quarterback. I'm not saying Jones is top 5. I'm not saying he's going to be top 5 or he's going to be one of these crazy dynamic quarterbacks or, anything spectacular, but he is more than enough. He is a damn good quarterback. He can run the Shane Steichen system perfectly. He's a perfect fit. It's a match made in heaven. And then you look at his receivers. You look at the skill position group, as we just talked about not too long ago. You have a great problem. Pittman, Pierce, Downs, Tyler Warren. You have Jonathan Taylor coming out of the backfield, and Jonathan Taylor running. DJ Giddens you have. Tyler Goodson with an amazing training camp. You had Morley Cox had a nice catch. Drew Ogletree. The list goes. And the offensive line showed up so much better in week 1 than I thought it would too. But damn. Daniel Jones has an amazing supporting cast, and we saw how good he was yesterday when he had a solid team around him. Good skill position players. An offensive line that could give him more than a second and, more than 2 seconds to throw or a second and a half to throw. He was practically kept clean. That jersey was almost spotless at the end of that game. You wouldn't know that he played a football game. That's how good that offensive line played. And with Ryan Kelly and Will Fries leaving, I didn't know if Tanner Bortolini and Gronkowski were going to step in and be as good as they were week 1, especially versus a really strong Dolphins defensive line, front 7. The rest of the Dolphins, not too much, but the Colts offensive line pretty much did whatever they want. That Dolphins defense line was tired out and done by the beginning of the second quarter. So, where am I going with this? How am I going to rate this one? Is this take out there? Is it crazy? No way? Or is it okay? I can see this. This is possible. And it's an okay. I could see this. This is freaking possible. And I'm going to go cold. No, I'm going to go cool because I think Dak Prescott is also very underappreciated. Dak Prescott is a very good quarterback. He's top 10-ish. No, he is a top 10 type of talent quarterback. He had a phenomenal game against Philly. So if he played that good against Philly, you look at the weapons he's got, and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, Ferguson. I mean, and they hit home in the draft. They were so good in the draft. Dak Prescott's going to be a tough opponent for Daniel Jones in this race. And Christian McCaffrey will as well. But the Niners are so beat up. And I know McCaffrey, but they also did trade for Brian Robinson, so they want to be giving him some time. But I think Christian McCaffrey gives a good run for his own money as well in terms of winning comeback player of the year. So I'm gonna go warm. Just because of the other guys that are in the race. There are some really good football players in this race. But I'd say Daniel Jones winning, it's very possible. And a lot of people told me that this is something that I'm absolutely crazy, I'm delusional, it's not happening. Well, here we are. I did the work and you didn't, so let's go. Bring it. I'm ready. So this take from Gold4307. I was excited when I saw this one pop up because I was excited just to talk about this. I was excited to go through this and break this down a little bit. And very possible that Daniel Jones wins comeback player of the year. Dak Prescott and Christian McCaffrey are his biggest opponents. Trevor Lawrence can maybe give a little shove in that race. But let's move on. Head of the table, Mike